Why does letting go sometimes feel like the strongest hold? Ladies and gentlemen, we've all heard the age-old adage, absence makes the heart grow fonder. But why does this seem to hold particularly true when a woman chooses to let a man go? Why does it seem that in those moments a man's desire intensifies, his focus sharpens, and his pursuit becomes more fervent? The answer, I believe, lies in a confluence of psychological factors, beginning with the fundamental principle of scarcity and perceived value. Imagine a rare and exquisite gem. If it were readily available, scattered across the ground, its allure would diminish. However, if it were hidden, difficult to obtain, its value would skyrocket. This same dynamic plays out in relationships. When a woman demonstrates that she is not afraid to walk away, she signals that she is a valuable commodity, not easily possessed. She communicates, without uttering a word, that she prioritizes her self-worth above all else. This scarcity, this perceived loss, triggers a powerful psychological response. Secondly, we must acknowledge the appeal of the unattainable. Humans are by nature drawn to challenges. We relish the sense of accomplishment that comes from overcoming obstacles. When a woman lets go, she creates a challenge. She removes the certainty of her presence, the comfort of her availability. She transforms herself from a given into a goal, a worthy pursuit. The chase is often a powerful motivator, and the absence of a guaranteed outcome intensifies the desire to win. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, a woman who lets go demonstrates self-respect and independence. In a world where emotional dependency is often mistaken for love, genuine self-reliance is a rare and precious quality. A woman who sets boundaries, who prioritizes her own well-being, radiates strength and maturity. This independence is not about being cold or unfeeling. It's about understanding one's own worth and refusing to compromise it. Many men find this strength incredibly attractive because it suggests a partner who is capable of standing on her own, a partner who adds to their life rather than completing it. Letting go is not about playing games or manipulating emotions. It's about understanding your own value and having the courage to prioritize it. It's about recognizing that true connection is built on mutual respect and admiration, not on desperation or dependency. And when a woman possesses that self-awareness, that inner strength, she becomes truly irresistible. The psychology of scarcity and value as it pertains to relationships is a powerful and often misunderstood dynamic. It's not about manipulation or playing games. It's about the fundamental way human beings perceive and assign worth. When something is abundant, readily available, its perceived value naturally diminishes. Think of water in a vast ocean versus water in a desert. The substance is the same, but the context dramatically alters its worth. In the realm of romantic relationships, this translates to how a woman's presence, her attention, her emotional investment are perceived. If these are given freely, without reservation or boundaries, they can begin to lose their luster. The man, subconsciously or consciously, may begin to take them for granted, assuming they will always be there, a constant and unwavering fixture in his life. The feeling of abundance creates a sense of complacency, a lack of urgency, and a diminished appreciation for what is being offered. However, when a woman demonstrates that she is not afraid to walk away, she drastically shifts this dynamic. By asserting her independence, she communicates that her time, her affection, her emotional energy are not infinite resources to be squandered. She signals that she values herself, that she has boundaries, and that she is not dependent on the relationship for her sense of worth. This act of letting go, of creating a space, introduces the element of scarcity. Suddenly, what was once taken for granted is no longer guaranteed. The man is confronted with the possibility of losing something he had assumed was his, and this realization triggers a powerful psychological response. The fear of loss, the anxiety of potential regret, the sudden awareness of the value of what he stands to lose, all contribute to an intensified desire to reclaim that connection. This is not to say that men are inherently manipulative or that they only value what they cannot have. Rather, it speaks to the fundamental human tendency to appreciate things more when they are threatened with loss. The perception of scarcity triggers a heightened sense of value, a renewed appreciation for the unique qualities that drew them to the woman in the first place. The woman who lets go is not merely playing hard to get, she is demonstrating a profound understanding of her own worth. She is communicating that she is not willing to settle for anything less than genuine respect and appreciation. This self-respect is inherently attractive, as it signals emotional maturity, strength of character, and a clear sense of identity. By prioritizing her own well-being, she creates a space for a healthier, more balanced relationship, one where both partners value each other's presence and contribution. The woman who understands this dynamic, who is not afraid to walk away when necessary, holds a powerful position. She is not dependent on the relationship for her happiness, but rather chooses to be in it because it enriches her life. This independence, this inner strength, is what truly captivates and motivates. The appeal of the unattainable, a driving force in human behavior, resonates deeply within the realm of romantic relationships. It's a primal instinct, a psychological inclination that draws us toward challenges, toward the pursuit of what lies just beyond our grasp. The human spirit, particularly within the context of masculine psychology, often thrives on the thrill of the chase, the satisfaction of overcoming obstacles, and the sense of accomplishment that accompanies the attainment of a hard-won goal. When a woman allows a man to perceive her as easily obtainable, as a readily available source of affection and attention, the challenge diminishes, and with it, the intensity of the pursuit. The sense of accomplishment, the feeling of having conquered a worthy adversary, is diluted, replaced by a sense of ease and predictability. However, when a woman chooses to step back, to create a sense of distance, she introduces an element of uncertainty, a tantalizing air of the unattainable. She removes the guarantee of her presence, the comfort of her availability, and the predictability of her responses. Suddenly, she transforms from a constant into a conquest, from a given into a goal. This shift in dynamic triggers a powerful psychological response, activating the innate desire to pursue, to overcome, to win. The man is confronted with the possibility of failure, the potential for loss, and the challenge of proving his worthiness. This challenge, this sense of the unattainable, becomes a powerful motivator, fueling his desire to bridge the gap, to close the distance, and to reclaim the connection. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about understanding the fundamental human drive to seek out and conquer challenges. The thrill of the chase, the satisfaction of overcoming obstacles, is deeply ingrained in our psychology. The woman who understands this dynamic, who is not afraid to create a sense of the unattainable, taps into this primal instinct, igniting a powerful sense of desire and motivation. She becomes a worthy pursuit, a challenge that demands effort, dedication, and commitment. This pursuit, this striving, creates a sense of investment, a feeling of having earned the connection. The relationship is no longer a passive experience, but an active pursuit, a dynamic interplay of challenge and reward. The appeal of the unattainable also speaks to the human tendency to value what is rare and precious. Just as a rare and elusive gem holds greater allure than a common stone, a woman who is perceived as difficult to obtain becomes more desirable. Her time, her attention, her affection are no longer taken for granted, but rather valued as precious commodities. This sense of value, this heightened appreciation, creates a deeper sense of connection and a stronger foundation for a lasting relationship. The woman who understands this dynamic, who is not afraid to create a sense of the unattainable, understands the power of self-respect, the importance of boundaries, and the allure of independence. She becomes a symbol of strength and resilience, a beacon of self-worth and a worthy pursuit. The importance of self-respect and independence in attracting and maintaining healthy relationships is a cornerstone of emotional maturity and personal empowerment. It's a concept that transcends gender, but its manifestation in women often holds a particular allure, particularly in the context of romantic dynamics. A woman who prioritizes her own well-being, who establishes clear boundaries, and who cultivates a strong sense of self-reliance radiates an inner strength that is both compelling and admirable. This independence is not about being cold or unfeeling. It's about understanding one's own worth and refusing to compromise it for the sake of external validation or fleeting affection. It's about recognizing that true connection is built on mutual respect and admiration, not on desperation or dependency. In a world where emotional dependency is often mistaken for love, genuine self-reliance is a rare and precious quality. A woman who sets boundaries communicates that she values her time, her energy, and her emotional space. She refuses to tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or any form of behavior that undermines her sense of self-worth. This clarity of boundaries signals emotional maturity and a strong sense of identity, qualities that are inherently attractive to those seeking a meaningful and fulfilling partnership. When a man witnesses a woman who maintains her independence, he understands that he is not dealing with someone who needs to be rescued or completed. He recognizes that he is interacting with a fully formed individual who brings her own strengths, passions, and perspectives to the relationship. This realization fosters a sense of respect and admiration, creating a foundation for a balanced and equitable partnership. Furthermore, a woman who prioritizes her own well-being demonstrates a commitment to personal growth and self-improvement. She invests in her own happiness, pursues her own passions, and cultivates a rich and fulfilling life outside of the relationship. This self-sufficiency is not about being aloof or unavailable. It's about recognizing that a healthy relationship enhances one's life rather than defining it. A woman who embodies this independence becomes a source of inspiration, a partner who adds to the richness of life rather than completing it. This strength of character is a powerful magnet, drawing in those who seek a partner who is equally capable of standing on their own. Many men find this strength incredibly attractive because it suggests a partner who is capable of navigating life's challenges with resilience and grace. It signals a partner who is not afraid to express her needs, to advocate for herself, and to contribute to the relationship as an equal. This independence fosters a sense of trust and security, creating a space for authentic connection and vulnerability. The woman who understands the importance of self-respect and independence understands that true love is not about possession or control. It's about mutual respect, admiration, and a shared commitment to growth. She understands that by prioritizing her own well-being, she creates the space for a healthier, more fulfilling relationship, one where both partners thrive. This strength of character, this unwavering commitment to self-worth is what truly captivates and motivates. In essence, the dynamic we've explored reveals that a woman's perceived value often increases when she demonstrates a willingness to let go. This isn't about manipulation, but rather a reflection of fundamental human psychology. The principles of scarcity, the allure of the unattainable, and the undeniable magnetism of self-respect all contribute to this phenomenon. A woman who prioritizes her own well-being, who sets boundaries, and who understands her inherent worth, becomes a beacon of strength and independence. She transforms from a readily available presence into a valued pursuit, igniting a powerful sense of desire and respect. Ultimately, it's about creating healthy relationship dynamics where each person feels valued. This is a powerful and often counterintuitive way to build healthy and lasting relationships. Thank you for your attention and for considering these perspectives.